What if that designer latte wasn't just a drink but, a doorway into a luxury brand's world? Across Paris, Seoul, Dubai, and New York, luxury cafes and hotels are multiplying faster than flagship stores. From Louis Vuitton's cafe inside its Osaka Maison, to Dior's Parisian tea room and Bulgari's glimmering hotels in Milan and Shanghai, fashion houses are suddenly turning into hosts. But why? Why are billion-dollar brands known for handbags and haute couture now pouring espresso shots and managing suites? And more importantly, what's the real game behind it? By the end of this story, you'll understand the psychology, the business model, and the cultural shift that's driving luxury from products to experiences. And the biggest reveal? This move may honestly redefine what it even means to be a luxury brand in the 21st century. For decades, luxury lived behind glass. You admired it from afar, maybe stepped into a store once in a while, but you rarely belonged in it. That's changing. In the past 5 years, brands like Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, and Tiffany have realized that luxury today is not just about what you own. It's about how it makes you feel. And nothing creates feeling quite like hospitality does. People, especially Gen Z and millennials, want stories they can live, not just logos they can wear. Studies show over 70% of Gen Z consumers prefer experiences over possessions. Hospitality also opens new revenue streams. According to Forbes, fashion-linked restaurants and cafes now contribute up to 5 to 10% of lifestyle revenue for some luxury houses. It's small compared to fashion sales, but strategically powerful. It keeps the brand top of mind every day, not just during shopping seasons. At the same time, luxury hotels like Bulgari Hotels and Resorts, Armani Hotels, and Fendi Private Suites go even further. These aren't just aesthetic spaces, they're identity amplifiers. When you stay at the Bulgari Hotel in Milan, every touchpoint from the minibar to the bathrobe reinforces the brand's codes of taste and craftsmanship. It's subtle indoctrination, elegantly delivered, and the emotional return? Immense. After all, when someone has slept, eaten, and relaxed inside a brand's world, they're no longer just a consumer, they're a believer. A cafe sells you an entry ticket into fantasy, while a hotel sells you the full escape. Both deepen loyalty, expand audiences, and, honestly, turn luxury into lifestyle. But entering hospitality isn't as easy as opening a boutique. Fashion houses are stepping into an entirely different industry, with new rules, risks, and realities. Running hospitality is a completely different beast. Unlike retail, it's 24/7, human-driven, and relentlessly judged on service. One bad cappuccino can go viral just as fast as a handbag launch. Restaurants take years to break even. Staff training, food safety, supply chains, operations, all these costs pile up. Luxury cafes can take up to 2 years to turn a profit, and that's assuming flawless execution. Then there's brand dilution. A poorly managed hotel or an uninspired menu risks cheapening the brand's image. Imagine paying $8,000 for a couture gown, and then seeing the same brand's cafe receive 1-star reviews. It breaks the illusion of perfection that luxury depends on. That's why most luxury houses don't run these spaces alone. They partner with seasoned hospitality players, like Bulgari with Marriott, Armani with Amar, Versace with Palazzo Versace Dubai. The brand handles design, storytelling, and experience. The partner handles logistics and operations. Still, even with expert partners, it's really a high-wire act. Hospitality forces brands to engage in real time. In fashion, a product drop can be perfected for months, but in hospitality, every single day is a live performance. When it works, it's magic, living theater that transforms brand myths into memories. But when it fails, well, it's public. The stakes aren't just financial, they're reputational too. So, if the risks are high, why do brands still dive in? It's not about food, it's about control. Luxury is built on storytelling, and in a hyper-digital world, controlling that story is harder than ever. Algorithms decide what people see, and influencers distort the narrative. By creating physical immersive spaces, brands reclaim the stage. A cafe or hotel acts like a story hub. Every element, the scent, the music, the design, even the menu, is curated to reinforce brand codes. It's basically a 360-degree showroom disguised as leisure. Take Dior's Café at 30 Avenue Montaigne, which is actually the same address as its iconic atelier. Guests sit surrounded by archival sketches, floral arrangements, and porcelain inspired by Dior's gardens. You aren't just eating, you're breathing Dior's DNA. Or, think about Louis Vuitton's Maison V in Osaka. Its architecture mirrors the sails of a Japanese ship, which is a nod to Vuitton's travel heritage. It's not random, it's narrative continuity. From a strategic standpoint, hospitality also drives data. Guests spend hours, even days in these environments, offering insights into preferences, habits, and behaviors that pure retail could never capture. As brands evolve toward experiential luxury, these spaces serve as test beds for ideas. Limited edition menus, art installations, pop-ups, all become ways to experiment with cultural capital while still maintaining exclusivity. In short, cafes and hotels are not just side businesses, they're brand laboratories, controlled worlds where heritage meets modernity and loyalty is brewed one cappuccino at a time. But underneath the glamour lies something deeper, a philosophical shift that could honestly change luxury forever. What if the future of luxury isn't about owning things, but about living inside them? That's the end game. Hospitality turns passive admiration into active participation. You don't just buy luxury, you inhabit it. And in an age where experiences define identity, that's, well, priceless. A study by Bain & Company predicts that by 2030, experiential luxury like travel, dining, and hospitality will make up nearly 60% of the entire luxury market. This means that for brands, the cafe or hotel is not a novelty, it's survival. When a brand invites you for brunch, it's inviting you into its soul. The tableware, the decor, the scent, all of it communicates its philosophy better than any ad ever could. It's emotional engineering wrapped in elegance, and honestly, it works. Gucci's Osteria di Massimo Bottura, co-created with a Michelin-starred chef, has become, a pilgrimage site for food and fashion lovers alike. The walls, the uniforms, even the desserts, they all echo Gucci's visual language. Every spoonful, honestly, reinforces the brand myth. Meanwhile, the Bulgari Hotel in London isn't just a luxury stay. It's a statement. You can now live Bulgari. The brand that once sold jewels now sells atmosphere, prestige, and belonging. Luxury has always been about access. What's changing, though, is the form of that access. In the past, it was exclusive ownership. Today, it's shared experience. Tomorrow, it may be digital immersion, but the principle remains: luxury sells emotion. The reason luxury brands are opening cafes and hotels is simple. Because luxury today isn't about owning something, it's about living something. In a world flooded with fast fashion, fake influencers, and digital noise, these real, tangible spaces remind us that true luxury is felt, not flaunted. Luxury is no longer just worn, it's lived. If this story changed how you think about luxury, hit the like button. It really helps more people find videos like this. Subscribe for more deep dives into the business, psychology, and culture behind the world's most powerful brands. And if you've ever dreamed of sipping a coffee in a Dior cafe, or staying a night at a Bulgari hotel, tell us which one's on your bucket list in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.